Alright, Shalom fam. I just want to do a quick video on my garden. Beauty, can you move? Oops, you can. I'm all in the shadow. You can't see? Okay, how about that? So, I've got a few things, several things growing in the garden. Got some cabbage right up the middle there. It's working its way. I've got a replant. We actually harvested the mustard greens that were in the front right there, that empty space. So I've replanted since then some onions. Behind it, I planted more mustard greens. Right in this corner right here, that's my collards. Okay, in between those little skinny tall stalks there, all over the garden are scallions. I had a tip from a fellow gardener that if you put scallions in your garden, it keeps the bugs away. So far, so good. I've had a couple instances where I've caught the caterpillars eating off my garden, and I do pluck them. But these are tomato plants right here. I got to do some work on them because they're, as you can see, they're getting pretty tall, and they need a lot more support. We've already harvested this one. Had three tomatoes that came off before. Right now there are 4 on there now. And this one is just really, really doing well. You can see those Roma tomatoes right there. My babies. Hey to the babies. You can see it's flowering. I have to say that slow because I always mess that word up. But I've got about 13 Roma tomatoes on this. But these were given to me from someone. And I'll show you my tomato plant that I started. I don't have any tomatoes yet. But these are going to be red tomatoes, larger tomatoes. When I first planted them, moved them out of those black buckets right there into my garden, they were pretty scrawny, and I was actually not even going to plant them, but my youngest daughter said give them a chance, and voila, they're doing really good. But like I said, I got to get some more support out here for my tomatoes. I'm at the back of the garden now. I've got, okay, so there's supposed to be some melon here. We're kind of going through it. We've had some cold snaps where it got down to somewhere between 35, 45 degrees, which is pretty cool for Florida at night. And then we had some rain around that time as well, so it was cold and wet. I lost a little bit of my crop, but like I said, we did get a chance to eat some out of it. And these are my herbs. They're my aloe. So I've got hyssop, I've got echinacea, I've got sage and cilantro, I got peppermint growing, I have bergamot, catnip, and these are some of the headache herbs: Culver's root and mad dog skullcap. That's all my herbs right there that I started so far. Like I said, because the weather hasn't been the greatest, they're kind of been slow to get going. My husband asked me yesterday, after looking at someone else's garden, he was like, oh, because not that our garden looks puny, but, it's just moving kind of slow, but they're growing. But their garden, I guess, was more plentiful. And I was explaining to him that I'm not using any type of growing accelerant like the Miracle Grow stuff. I'm only adding compost dirt to water and then watering my garden. Compost. Okay, let's go take a look at the compost dirt. You can't really see what's in there now. There's a little ginger on top because I just made some ginger tea. I was not feeling well with my throat and drank some fresh ginger tea, and I put these scraps in here to break down. But underneath, I've put oranges, I've put cucumber, I've put just pears, whatever that we eat that's biodegradable, like fruits and vegetables. If I make juice, any of those scraps, I've just thrown into that dirt. So as it breaks down in the dirt, I put some of that, a scoop or two, in some water, and I feed my garden. And that's how it's going. I think it's going pretty well. I tried to catch it earlier today in the fog and just had trouble. And it was clear there was something else I needed to do first. So there's my little garden. And I'll give you all an update again soon.